Hello and welcome to episode 95 3/4. I am rough as sandpaper today. This is the 9th time I've tried to record this episode, and so what I'm doing instead is, this is not an episode. It sort of is and sort of isn't, which works, as I would like the 100th episode to fall on a Sunday, as it oh, I'm out of breath already. This is fantastic. Yes, my cold has, I'm nearing the end of it, but I don't know how I'm going to sound on here. Probably below my standards. Oh dear. Yes, what was I saying? I'm on medication as well, cold medication, which is making me a bit cloudy and a bit drowsy. But rather than leaving you, I will remember what I was talking about in a minute. As you can see, this would be a fantastic episode if it was a real one, because I just lose track of everything. It's fantastic. Yeah, instead of leaving you a community post like I did last time, I'm going to try and talk to you guys. Yes, it's better than nothing, perhaps. I probably sound like a bag of spanners, but we're going to go with it anyway. Yes, so although I feel okay physically, I'm having trouble talking. I'm waiting for the coughs to begin. Every time I get out of breath, obviously. You can hear that, possibly. But I'm well enough to sit up in front of the computer and do things. So today, we're sat at Nottingham, by the way. Maybe I should mention that. For good reason, I'll show you shortly. But yes, anyway, back to what I'm doing today. I'm going to put together like an hour long, it'll probably take me longer than the episode to record. I don't know when it'll be out. It'll be out sometime after this. I'm going to put together a sounds and sights of the Midlands map, a bit like a rail cam, so you can play it on loop. I'm going to mute the intro and outro music to that video so that that doesn't interrupt it, and then you can just leave it on loop for those that enjoy that. It's a bit like the atmospheric rain on a window thing, but it'd be like this that we're doing now, without me jibbery-jabbering on over the top of it. How can you get so out of breath just talking? It's crazy. So what's going on with me then in this cold? Well, I feel like my immune system has kicked in good time, and it's currently having a war with the cold, and I would imagine winning, which is why I sound so terrible. It's always what happens towards the end. You generally look worse than you feel. At the beginning, you just feel bad and don't look terrible. I don't know why I'm explaining colds to you. You've all had them, I'm sure. Fortunately for me, and dare I say, we don't get them very often. In fact, all of our cold medicine was out of date. That's the last time I had a serious cold like this. But it is what it is. I'm going to have to deal with it. So that's what I'm going to do for you guys today. I got to put something out there. I feel bad after all the rubbish that I've dealt with. I think it's all cold related. We do have a little train coming in here. They're using a different layout, which I'm going to show you. I rebuilt the entire section. However, it wasn't really retrievable to put as a time lapse, because oh my word, the amount of issues I had trying to record this episode. It's not an episode. It's 95 3/4, which means the 100th is at least on a Sunday. Anywho, if we go over here, the layout is slightly different. This took some doing. Oh, I don't know how loud the coughing it started. Yeah, it didn't take long. Normally it took about 5 minutes into the videos I was recording earlier. But anyhow, this is what we're dealing with. I can't be healthy 100% of the time. Colds, the common cold, no cure, so, you know, it's gonna bite you in the rear. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. It's all going a bit Pete Tong already, isn't it? But anyway, yes, this has all changed. I know we have as many of you know, an actual driver on here. Oh, that's interesting. And he was probably feeling rather uncomfortable that these were wrong. They both go this way. And these both go that way. And when I watched the cab ride video, I agree. It made me uncomfortable. I just didn't know how I was going to achieve it. So if we go up here, we've got waypoints and stuff. And now when I bring these up, you'll see they go this way. This would be up. I know that would be down, these two. The two heading left would be down, and the two heading right would be up towards London. I think that's right. Okay, yeah, so that's been done, and I'm sort of happy with it. Although they're not 100% right, it does seem to lend itself better. He's still back there. We're going to probably need some more blocking for that. But this is better. I prefer this. It's probably closer to the real thing than how I had it. We're having them use this sidetrack because, I mean, it's handy, right? They could pull over there. It's unlikely that they'll allow fast trains to pass. However, you know, I like it. I like it. So that's what I've done. Now, what are we doing with my video today, the sounds and sights? I'm just going to pick like areas around the map that are already detailed and busy. Ooh. And we're gonna put, oh, good night. My brain, right? My brain knows what it wants to say, and then I try and put the words in some form of sentence, and it's like, no, mouth not engaged. That's wonderful. This is what I had before. Now I'm just going with it because I'm like, well, defeated. Not defeated. I'm still going to get a video out, even if it's going to be short. What was I saying? Oh, come on. Cold medicine is great. Just don't try and operate machinery or your mouth with it, because it doesn't play nice. I don't know whether anyone else out there is affected by cold medicine like this. Goodness me. Okay, so yes, like views like probably the most requested views. I'm just going to leave them there for 10 minutes like a rail cam. I don't know whether you've seen those live rail cam things from the actual rail cameras around the UK, and in fact around the world. But I thought it'd be a nice hour-long video that could be put on repeat. I might change the ads on it too, so that there's no beginning ad, and put the little banner ads up instead, so that there's no sound coming through from ads, so you can truly leave it on repeat. If you've got YouTube Premium, of course, you could download it on your phone, and then I don't know whether you can then copy it to your hard drive, but anyway. Maybe I'll put a version up on Patreon for those that want it, and you okay, I've just lost my train of thought again. Mid-sentence this time. As you can see, there is no way I'm going to make an hour of this. So it's just going to be a short apology video for there not being a video, even though this is a video, kind of. That's what we're doing today. I'm going to, as soon as I finish doing this, I'm going to edit this somehow. I might just leave it for once, and you can see the difference between my edited stuff and that's mildly entertaining and watchable to this wonderful disaster. Anyhow, yeah, so one of the places is definitely Rugby. And in fact, I would like to put in this junction up here as well. This one gets quite busy with freight coming past it. Probably the road cutting, that's a nice one. There's not too much detailing up here. However, there is a nice area here that looks okay. And we should see a few trains come by. And what else have we got? What else have we got? Obviously, Birmingham New Street, that'll be one. Do you know, I'm intrigued to know how I sound. To see if I sound as bad as I do in real life. Once I get to the editing part. Where is this? I can't remember. Coventry. Come on, brain. Work. Ooh, now, Killer Cans left me a note in Discord. He's updated the Britannia. We do have a Britannia. I don't want to showcase it on here. British Route, that's a standard class 7. But yes, on Sunday, providing I feel well enough, I'm going to do it anyway. If you guys don't mind me stuttering and sounding like a bag of spanners, I will get a video out Sunday one way or another. And we'll showcase his new Britannia if it's out. This is kind of a nice place to look at. Although it's Coventry really, isn't it? We could just look at Coventry. There are some freight trains around there. This is a busy one. I wouldn't mind a bit of where's this? Birmingham. Yeah, this is fantastic. A Birmingham International. I promise it is just cold medicine. I'm not under the influence of any sort of other things. But good night. And Birmingham New Street and Moore Street all around here is nice and busy. That would be another one I'll be putting up. Down here is kind of nice as well. We've got the... I would like to do some in the centre or around the streets as well, because it's nice to hear like the cars. Although we could kind of double that up, couldn't we? We can see cars, because if we sit down here, it sounds lovely. For just atmospheric stuff, and we get to see some buses going by. Yeah, so that's what I've got planned. There are several reasons. I like I said, I did try streaming, but 3 meg isn't going to cut it, and I was dropping 45% of my frames. So I've left my... I don't know whether I spoke about this. Oh dear. Anyway, yes, I did attempt it, and it wasn't good. I've left my ISP a note saying this is not really acceptable for... I don't know what I'm doing here. Why are you even touching that? Leave it alone. It's not official. It's definitely not an official episode. I don't want to put my name to it. It's well below my standards. That I've made up myself, so I don't know. Yeah, so... We'll get back into this. I am determined now. I'm not going to be defeated by the common cold, although it's doing a very good job of it. So we'll get back into the swing of things. I'm hoping I can actually record something that's a proper episode Sunday. It's only been a week, really. Maybe a bit longer. It's been a pain. I'm trying to think of nice words that are not naughty. But yeah, it's frustrating more than anything at the moment, because it just won't go away. Although it is I feel like the cold is losing, which is a first over these. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying now. I'm leaving this in. I'm leaving it all in. You can see my issues. But yeah, what do you reckon to the new Nottingham layout? Is that better? Still need to do something with this. I've changed. I forgot to show you. I've changed. This is actually single track. I don't know why I put it as double track. I looked on open street maps, and it is definitely single track. It might have been one of my other reference ones, but I'm not entirely sure this has ever been double tracked. Could have been. This I'm all sorts of happy with. I just wanted to show you this. We were supposed to go, I tell you where we're supposed to go today, which is where we'll go Sunday. Airport. We're gonna go off this branch line up to Tutbury in Hatton, which is a lovely little station, and it's kind of, one platform is one side of a crossing, and the other platform's the other side, which is a little bit like another one we've got over Bedford Way, which we'll be putting in again, and was on the East Coast Main Line map. We had that before. The reason we're heading this way is I would like to start heading to Stoke-on-Trent. That would be lovely. Definitely want to get... where are we? I always miss... It's without the track layout, I get lost. There's a main junction. Rugeley. Yes, we've got to put that in as well. Wait, we'll ignore those for now. I'm also trying to let it play. I might put it on fast forward. In 1975. We're getting close to the HSTs. I might have to go edit it though. Stafford is another one I obviously want in. That's a major connection for us. And we've also got to do this one. This major connection at Walsall, which I'd love to get in. And like I said, we're probably going to reactivate this line as the plane goes by. Yeah, I would like to reactivate this line and actually have it a connection between Lichfield and Walsall. It's also tempting. I've mentioned this before, and it's going to be a bit tricky to get in. But I'm all sorts of tempted to continue the connection on, although it's disused, and most of it's some of it's still there, I believe. This bit carries on through Dudley and then up towards Walsall as well. I don't know. We'll probably leave that till last because I'd love to get the actual network in. Here's another area where I'd like to put in a bit of tram action since they're new trams. Plus it's nice here, isn't it? I should be updating these signals. Look, a bit of a traffic jam as well. Ooh, is that a Renault? We've got new cars, guys. Got a Renault. Yeah, I didn't even know I had Renaults in here. That's lovely. Or is it a Citroen? No, it's a Renault, isn't it? The Citroen's behind it. That's a Renault the 5 Oh, don't try and think about things, Grand. Yeah, Wolverhampton will be nice. Stourbridge will be another one. That's kind of nice. Go and sit by. I'll find 6 10-minute places for us to sit. I'll make a few of those videos if you like them, or if people find them nice to just chill to. I mean, might as well make use of all the hard work we're putting into this. So yeah, that's been my strange little episode 95 3/4, which means Sundays will be 96. And then obviously we've got evens back on a Sunday. So our 100th will be on a Sunday. I hope the internet gets their act together, gets my act together. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, that might be a thing. Yeah, I hope they get their act together. There's a lot of fuel there, isn't there? Goodness me. And I could stream, maybe. I don't even mind if it's consistently at 3 meg. I'll do it at 720, something. I really want to chat to you guys, like, in chat and things. Yep. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm going to end it. We're going to end it, not at Nottingham. We'll end it down here somewhere. And I'll go away and make this video for us. I'm going to get my breath back. And hopefully, shortly, at some point, I'll be back to normal. Oh. Please don't crash. Have you crashed? No. That was just the ginormousest bit of... That's a word. That was the most ginormous bit of lag I have ever witnessed. I don't know what was going on there. That was crazy. It might be all the new cars coming in. I'm not sure. It was awful. It made me panic. Not that we've done anything this episode. This not episode. But yes. This isn't really a good place, is it? There's not much going on. You can kind of see them over there. The cross-country trains do come down. Anyway, Grant, go and breathe or something. Woo! Thank you for listening to me waffle for nearly 20 minutes. Good job. You almost made an episode. That's fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to go and catch my breath and go and relax for the day. Eversays, as I said, is on vacation, so we're going to be spending that recovering from colds. It's always the way. It's always the way. There's a cross-country train that actually has quite a journey. Alright, guys. As I said, hopefully we'll be back to normal. There is a Railway Empire that I managed to record before I felt like this, earlier in the week, so that's coming, and it's the final episode of that for the France DLC, and you get to see how well I scored. So for any Railway Empire fans, that is a thing that does have me with my faculties intact. What else have we got coming? The rest of the... then I've got nothing. But I'm going to have to figure something out. Oh dear. Yes! And then on that note, I'm going to go and breathe, and then I'm going to edit this and upload it. Whether it will be my undoing, I do not know. But it won't be like this forever, I promise. Okay. So until next time, which will hopefully be better than this, take care.